This episode is brought to you by Laguna Motors. We make car buying easy. Why waste time with Craigslist clowns and sled lots with trailer offices? Buy with ease. Buy with confidence. Come down to beautiful South Orange County and buy from Laguna Motors. Follow us at Laguna Motors and visit us at lagunamotorsoc.com. lagunamotorsoc.com. It's weird that I don't have to say www anymore.
Nah, it's assumed. You know, man, I was thinking back to when I bought my little shitty-ass Dodge Dart last year, and how much of a hassle it was dealing with those fucking assholes in Ontario. You know who you are.
Was that the one where the guy was like, are you buying today? And you're like, not really, no.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, I'm going to go help other people.
Yeah, I was like, dude, there's nobody else here. You're just going to go back to your picnic table that you guys all sit at when there's nobody here. Fuck you. But I did go back.
You had to, though. That's why.
Yeah,
you didn't know about your options.
In all reality, yes, that's true. But I feel like I wouldn't have got that kind of service at Laguna Motors. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
They don't. Yeah.
Especially with the quality of cars. They rotate their inventory. There's 40 cars, but they get new ones in all the time. I think we talked about it last time. They just put up a Tesla. That's so cool.
Yeah, there was no Teslas on the lot where I went. Fucking garbage lot.
You're lucky if there was 4-wheel-drive in that lot.
Yeah, but that's the kind of life I'm living. So I can't afford the luxury that Laguna Motors offers. You know what I mean? I wish I could. They're fucking up there.
But you probably can.
Someday I will.
You probably can. There's a lot of affordable cars at Laguna Motors.
You know what? One of these days, this podcast is going to explode. We're going to start making bank. And you know where I'm going to buy my car from?
Laguna Motors?
Fucking Laguna Motors, bro.
And you know where I'm going to go first? I'm going to go to Ontario and then shop and then be like, nah. And then pull up in my new car the next day and be like, sorry, I guess you didn't want to help me.
Fucking IE wasn't good enough, man. IE.
Rude.
Fucking garbage.
You check them out, South Orange County, LagunaMotorsOC.com.
Hadouken! He's on fire! Come here!
It's me! Listen!
All right, man. Today, fucking talking about the best game of 2018, even though it came out in fucking October.
I haven't bought a game this early in a very long time. Like, on release week, almost, you know? I had it for a while, it's just I didn't have time to play, but I remember going, oh, it's out? Alright, cool, I'm going to Target. Like,
yeah, I was waiting to hear my friends' opinions of it, and then once everybody was like, it's great, it's great, it's great, it's like, alright, I'm gonna buy it. That was that. Oh, Red Dead Redemption 2. We didn't even say.
Buried the lead for a solid minute there.
Yeah, because you finally caught the fuck up and finished the game.
I think I'm just ADD when I play. We played online. I'm like, ooh, shiny. And I go look. Like,
what's that over there?
Sometimes I'll randomly hit both sticks and then the magic vision goes on and then I see something sparkling. I'm like, oh, guess I gotta go look now. Like, it was just too fun to explore.
Are you an herb picker?
If I walked through it and it vibrated, yes. I would go back for it. And then I'd eat it because I'd get into a gunfight and that's all I had left. So.
Dude, you did not stock up on anything, did you?
No. I subsistence played that game all the way through.
That's so funny. You're just a vagabonder.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I'm the kind of, like, I stock the fuck up. I'm like, the last thing I want to worry about is, like, needing food. That's so annoying to me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember playing World of Warcraft. It was just like stacks.
Actually,
stacks
no,
of food.
I did stock up. I had plenty of bullets, plenty of arrows. Every category of bullet had it. Like, I went to craft split point bullets and I would bring my phone so I could just hold X and check, like, social media. It was great. I was having a great time.
Now, when you would, like, go into a building, would you, like, meticulously search it?
Yes. I'd hit everything. I'd pin the stick to top left corner and I'd just walk through the house and then loot everything. And then it's like, you had too much. It's like, well, all right, guess I gotta eat one.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that it becomes annoying for is the premium cigarettes because you're trying to get those fucking cards.
Yeah.
Those collections. By the way, didn't get any of the full sets.
No, me either. I think I got 5. I got 5 in one of them.
Close, dude. Like, how do you make it so difficult? I play, and like, I guess
You gotta play in first person. That's what you gotta do so you can see everything. Or every time you go into a house, magic vision. I don't know what it's called. Eagle vision? Or is that's Assassin's Creed?
Deadeye.
Deadeye? When you mash both sticks, it's like the hunting,
Yeah.
you can see the tracks. Is that
Oh,
called Deadeye? It's
Eagle vision.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But I
I thought that was weird that they called it that. It seems like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and it is. That's exactly what it's called in Assassin's Creed. But,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's called Eagle Eye.
Maybe. Oh, Eagle Eye, Deadeye.
In Red Dead.
Maybe. Yeah. What are your, so how long did it take you to beat it? It was pretty quick, that's why. Compared to me, at least.
In like real time, like playtime, or just like,
I guess overall, like how long did you own the game and then you're like, all right, I'm done?
I don't know,
Couple
maybe
weeks?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Okay. I'm like a month in, October, November. Yeah, so almost 3 months that I've had it now, I guess. And I just beat it, so.
Yeah, you were playing other shit too, because you got the VR, so like you were playing that a lot.
True.
And then your dumbass likes to go back to Call of Duty all the time.
I had to. I cheated this morning. I got upset, so I took a dry erase pen and I dotted my screen for the first 5 rounds because I was like, all right, I gotta recalibrate, and it works. You should do it.
No, I'm not gonna play Call of Duty.
It was great because my KDR went from like -7 to +8 in 2 rounds after I put the stupid fucking dot on my screen. It's really a performance enhancing modification. It's amazing.
That's perfect for like no scopes, yeah? Snipers and shit.
Yeah, quick scopes. No scopes don't really help because the box just gets bigger and the percentage
And it's
of where
not
it hits.
accurate.
Yeah, but
Right.
you can quick scope because the animation is the slowest part. So if you're mid animation but their head's on your dot, boom. But I don't do that unless I'm having a really bad day. Then I do.
Which apparently you were.
I was, because I was like, dude, I've been sucking at this game for 3 days already. So put the training wheels back on, and I'm back. I'm back now. So.
Yeah, I like to go through all the houses, get everything, but like I'm not an off-track person.
No,
like
you didn't do any of the side missions, or?
I did, but that's what I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I was on my way there. That's what I was going to do. Like, I'd find like those chance missions, which I should have done more. Obviously, it's like fucking. You're not gonna come across it. Like, you might. I wonder
Probably.
if you miss
like,
it,
eventually.
will it happen again?
Yeah, I'm sure it like spawns near you.
That's true.
It's coded that way.
Yeah.
And then the fucking map would let you know that, hey, you're in a legendary animal zone. It's like, all right, getting off my horse then.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, but dude, they're so hard to kill. I hunted
I've
down
gotten like 3 of them already.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, fuck you.
Dude,
I hunted.
when you have the whole breadth of ammunition type, everything's gonna die. Like,
Yeah. I used. What did I hunt down? I think it was an elk. It was either an elk or a moose. It was white. I think it was an elk. Anyway, I like hunted it down, got a shot. Focused right on the head. I don't know where you're supposed to aim, to be honest with you. And I can't remember what bullets I was using. Express, maybe? I think that was like the most damage one.
yeah. If it'll hit though, the split points are more accurate, I believe, than the express.
Anyway, pull the trigger, hits it in the dome, it just runs off.
That happened to me. Like, it took me 2 tries to get the legendary bear, because I was like, all right, cool, I'll wait. Deadeye. I emptied my clip on his face, and he just kept running at me. I was like, oh no, I wasn't prepared for this. So
How do you get it? What do you do?
I just used the repeater, and then there's one that has like 16 rounds in it. So I put that different bullet, and I just plugged it in the chest as it was running into me. And then I think I only needed to let off like maybe 2 shots from the revolver or one of my handguns. Maybe it was a sawed-off. I don't know.
Do you think there's a way to just like one-shot it?
No, because I still got, it wasn't a level of pelt. It was just a legendary pelt.
So it doesn't even matter how you.
No, so you gotta just
and
open up on it.
Do you get a paw from it or something?
I don't remember.
Because you get something from every legendary, and you can craft those trinkets.
Yeah.
Which is really what you should focus on, because those give you like actual ability, like enhancements.
I didn't do
shit.
any of that.
Well, you did, because it was part of the. Did you do the circus? Oh, by the way, we probably should have said spoilers coming if you haven't played the game and you plan on
This
playing
episode's called Red Dead Recap.
Yeah, but people are stupid.
I guess.
Are Red Dead retarded. So, so we're
You just changed the name of the podcast.
So yeah, spoilers ahead. Now, what was I saying?
Getting a paw, and that I already did a legendary mission.
Oh, so there's a side mission chain that the dude with the guy that has like the exotic animals, quote unquote,
Yes.
and you hunt him down. One's like a dog that looks like a fucking lion.
I only did one of those, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't go through the whole thing?
No.
Bro.
No.
You missed out on a really fun...
I'll go back, because I do want to replay it now.
I'm going to. I already started it, but I've been playing online more.
Online's so fun.
It is fun.
It's annoying, but fun.
Yeah. Sometimes it's annoying, but a lot of times it's fun.
I am having the most fun with this version of Battle Royale than I was with any other Battle Royale that I played. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's because the maps are smaller, there's less people, I'm familiar with most of the areas, but also that, like, damage is the exact same, and I love that you could get ganked with one headshot if they're good enough. So it doesn't feel like, oh, map, quick game kind of thing. It's like, oh, you have to be good, you have to be accurate, and then it counts. So
that's why I'm not good at it. Dude, well, we found out last night. Was it last night when that dude rushed us?
Oh yeah, we were in the house.
We were hunkered down in this little fucking two room little shed, and this dude just comes charging in, takes you out first. I shoot him 4 times with a fucking rifle, still standing, charges me, tackles me, and kills me. I'm like, dude, I don't even.
Yeah, that was Jason Bourne. That's what happened.
Yeah,
he came into the house, cleaned us up. We would make terrible zombie partners.
Oh, dude, we're gonna be the worst posse in the history of Red Dead.
Yeah, that's fun too, posseing up. But you brought it up that it's extremely inconvenient to try and join up into the same party with your friends. This is like extra step and a half almost. Of like, all right, go to this game, send an invite, create a posse, like
then send another invite.
Yeah.
It's like, there's they're working out the kinks. It's still in beta.
I keep forgetting that too. Like, it's
myself,
Red Dead beta.
Keep telling myself it's still in beta.
But I mean, it's pretty good for a beta.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
It's fun.
It's a little glitchy here and there. Like, there were points in the missions that we did online, because for those of you who haven't played online yet, it's a storyline, just like the story. But there were some missions that we were doing that, like, I couldn't collect my mail, I couldn't interact with an NPC, and it just got stuck. There was that little shootout that happened after we dropped off the carriage for no reason. It was just like, oh, and I couldn't access my weapons, so...
Oh, really?
Thing. Yeah, I couldn't even draw my gun. I was just trying to not stand still.
I feel like that was either a server problem or it was because there was other players around us. And maybe we had to kill them or they had to go away.
Right. Too many actions going on in one spot. Because there was that dude that was just killing us for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
And then he left, right?
Yeah, he just bounced.
Stupid.
Bitch ass.
Yeah.
Even though he killed us 4 times each before. Anyway, how
did you feel about, like, the whole game?
Dude.
And now that you've gotten to sit on it, because it's pretty fresh for me still.
Thematically, it's fucking great. Like, the story, like, even though you know that, like, you pretty much know the end. If you played the first Red Dead and you know the story.
Or you even just looked up the story.
Yeah, like, I did. I watched a recap video. Not before I played it, because I'm stupid, but after I played it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I remember this. So the story is great, and you know how it really ends, but you don't know. I mean, Arthur's story.
Yeah,
like you don't know shit about him. I mean, they might have mentioned him like a little bit in the first game. I don't remember.
Me either. I remember Dutch though. So.
Yeah, so that's the thing too, is like, you know that certain characters survive. So that's kind of boring, but at the same time it's like, dude, how do they get through this? So that part's fun.
I liked watching Dutch just make bad decisions.
Dude, it's like It reminds me of Breaking Bad. I feel like Breaking Bad was really big. In the sense of like, you saw this dude go from like nice, normal guy that something happened to, and now it's just like
snowballed into drug lord.
Yeah. It's just, you just watch him become evil over the series, and that's kind of what they do. Like you start out, you like him, and then you start doubting him as Arthur starts doubting him. You're like, something's fishy here, like something doesn't add up, and you're just kind of like, you don't know. You just don't know.
Something's off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was for me, like, I don't have okay, maybe I do, but one of my big gripes with this game is that the main storyline, because you kind of know how it's going to end, always has this feeling of despair. Like, you're in the middle of a mission and you know that it's not going to go well, that by the end nothing's going to happen to plan, and that you're going to go back with less than you had before. Like, that kept repeating, and there was never a point in the main story where I felt like I was getting rewarded for anything. And that didn't happen until the long as fuck epilogue missions.
Dude, the epilogue was the longest part of the game.
Yeah. And so, but that one by the end is very satisfying. There is a very good closure to that story, and it's because, as far as I'm concerned, that he's fighting for his family, a place for his family to live in peace, and it's for a greater cause. And so I feel like in a short time, the epilogue gave us exactly what didn't happen in the main story, but I feel like I should have been in the main story. Does that make sense? It should have been more fulfilling, because I knew that I was just going to an inevitable end.
That's interesting.
I just wanted a more full experience, because we agree that this is a very vast and deep game. It's very layered. There's little details in it that are there to kind of just satisfy all of your needs. And there was one glaring one, is like just that dark undertone of like, all right, this is all for nothing. So it felt like at times a waste of time.
During the game?
Yeah.
While you were playing Arthur?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like once you find out like he has tuberculosis or got tuberculosis.
Yeah. And then you had fucking 30-second cutscenes of him coughing. Like, I get it, dude. He's gonna die. Like,
yeah, dude. And like when that happens, like, dude, the game, it just like, it completely shifts. Like, it's an absolute, like, just, I don't know, man. After that, it's such a, like, somber and just, like, this is depressing as fuck.
Yeah, and I like that, maybe not like, but it was cool that it kind of gave you a path to redemption. Like, by the time you find out Arthur's sick and he's gonna die, you kind of share his feelings of like, well, he's gonna die anyway. It's not gonna hurt me to help this person at this point. I'm gonna get nothing from it. So it almost lends you to end with almost a happier, more towards the honorable side of the scale, just because of how somber the game takes it. Like, he's gonna die. Like, why not just do this now? You know? Everything else was like, do you want to let him go for more money? It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to buy that shotgun. And then by the end, it's like, oh, I have everything I need, and I don't need the money. Like, what am I doing this for? So maybe I was led down a certain path. You
do come to those points, especially like there's some of those missions where it's like, go collect the debt from this family and shit, and there's like a family where like the dad died. And then you have the option to just relieve the debt or relieve the debt and give them money. Yeah. So it's like you don't even have a choice of like being an asshole in this situation.
Yeah. And at that point in the game, again, like I said, I had it, like, there was no more guns that I wanted. I had plenty. And so it's like, yeah, I have $3,000. What's $200? And then.
Right. But at the same time, like, we both kind of played, it sounds like kind of the same arc of like staying honorable and.
Yeah, I was definitely more towards the middle, but by the end of the game, it got so like, oh, I wonder if I can do this. Oh, that's a negative thing, that I started also just saying hi to people to raise my honor, to kind of make up for those mistakes, because to keep me on track. You know?
So how did it end for you?
The
main story, not the epilogue, obviously.
You fight Micah, and then
You fought him. Okay.
Yeah.
And on the cliff.
Yeah.
Was it night?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I just was left to die.
Yeah.
Which is how Arthur wanted to go.
Yeah, it's right. I should when we did the spoilers, we should have said bad Western voices too.
So, but the epilogue.
Just let me lie here.
Yeah,
Look at the moon.
That's perfect because I remember exactly what that scene looked like because I beat it yesterday. But the epilogue took away so fucking long.
I told you, man.
It did.
It's so long.
It was longer than it needed to be. It was like the end of the Lord of the Rings.
They should have done a different game.
They should have. They could have. But I get it. Like it makes sense, sort of. In the sense that like if it was intentional, like the emotional shift between the main game and the story, then they were aware that this whole fucking story seems dark and you need a little bit of light to kind of be like, here's a full package. And then it also connected the dots in between. It was very, what was it? Rogue One in like Star Wars, like just, I didn't know I needed things there. Mm-hmm. And it was cool to see.
Yeah. Did you watch the credits roll?
No, I skipped
because there was like short cutscenes.
Oh, I missed it. That. Shit, I got to check it out on YouTube.
It showed like the gang members and like the ones that survived what they were doing. And then it shows like I don't think it's the Pinkertons, but like some law agency like asking around.
Oh,
essentially, and at the end they show up. I think like on the hilltop beside John's house. So basically a lead into the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I brought this up when we were chatting that it does a good job of making farm work boring as fuck so that you kind of mirror John's internal feeling of like, I need to shoot some guns. Like I need to shoot some people.
This ain't my life.
It's like, it's like build this fence. No, I want to get on a horse and headshot a bird. I don't know.
We gotta ride. What's that lady's name? The blonde one that you save at the beginning of what's her name? The gunslinger lady in the game.
Abigail?
No, that's his wife.
Come
on, Abigail.
So,
is that pretty close to Sophia?
Sophia?
I don't know, I'm trying to.
No, I don't know. Fuck, I just played it too.
I know, I can't. It starts with an S. Sadie
Adler.
Yeah,
Sadie Adler.
Miss Adler.
She sounds like she'd be a good Southern hospitality kind of girl. Me and my father just made some tea today.
I'll tell you what, dude. That girl will suck your dick off. In that game, dude, she's a maniac. So
she's crazy.
You fucking watch out.
Yeah. Dude, you think about that, like you run into her in the epilogue and she stabs some dude in the hand and she's working by herself. Like, she knows that this place has his friends and she's like, nah, fuck you, stabs his hand. Like, oh, hey, I didn't realize you were there. Like,
gangster as fuck.
She's a Latina, I think.
You think so? No.
She's gotta be. That's crazy. That's some fire. That's some fire there.
Sadie Adler. That's so funny, man. Did you have a favorite mission or like a favorite like side bitch?
No.
Really?
I really didn't.
What are the like any that like stand out? Cause I had a few that like I was like, damn, that was dope.
None of them were really stand out because by halfway through the game I was like, fuck, I do have to finish this because like I knew we needed to do this episode.
And I feel bad for rushing you.
No. I knew how it was gonna end. So like I said, just during the game, it felt like there was no point to it. So
you didn't want to check out the extra
felt like
shit,
a chore.
Though?
I did all the side stuff when I got distracted with like hunting and fishing and like I got a legendary fish, which is a gigantic waste of time.
Dude, it's so difficult. It's so hard.
You have 10 minutes of your life to dedicate to fishing because you're gonna.
It was
ridiculous.
So stupid, man.
But I did all those random side missions.
The strangers and stuff.
Yeah. I got robbed a few times.
Yep. Those sons of bitches.
Rude too.
Yeah.
I want to go back see if the money's there.
Yeah.
Cause like they do it twice and tell you exactly where the money is. So maybe that's for a reason, you know? It's on the left next to the wagon.
I had one of my friends tell me that they died in the cave before they even fought Micah. They didn't even get the chance to fight Micah.
Jesus.
He just started coughing and he died in the cave.
How do you do that? Just not eat the whole game?
I don't know, dude. I would really like to know if you can like starve to like I want to know what happens like when you freeze to death, like if you're up in the mountains and you just are in like
Your health core goes away quicker probably, and then you just die.
I wonder if there's something interesting.
You get like a rage mode that you don't have to eagle vision it. You can see animals because you have to eat like a predator.
You just become a White Walker. That's what I want.
You unlock the Game of Thrones feature.
That's
on
hey
Red
man,
Dead.
they have that opening because in the first Red Dead they did the DLC or like the expansion that was zombie related.
I don't remember that.
It was called
Yup.
Zombies.
Zombies.
That's what it was. I can't remember. It was fucking god damn it. What's it called?
So what did you trick out your guns in Red Dead? Because mines were fancy as fuck. I had engravings and like
absolutely.
I color coded everything. My sawed-off shotgun was my offhand weapon for most of the game, and it had like gold inlay in the carving. It looked like I was a pirate if you looked at my guns. Like everything was so ornate and decorative, and not Western looking at all.
Yeah, once I found out that I could from you, and then I had enough money, like I did enough stuff to where I was like, oh, I have a little bit of cash I can spend. Yeah.
That's usually what I do in games like this, is I go through the missions, get some money, go to the gun shop. Like I did that in Fallout.
See, I wish I would have known that there was more like outfits you could buy or like.
Oh yeah, that could have been made more clear because
that you can craft.
Yeah.
Like that would have been like, oh, I need to just spend time hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I saw, dude, there's a recipe that requires an iguana skin.
Huh.
I didn't see an iguana the whole game. I was looking for it because I saw it and I was like, "Where? I don't see no fucking iguanas."
It's like
dude.
Hunting for Pokemon. It's weird.
Yeah,
You gotta get them, you gotta skin them, you gotta shoot them, and then they spook.
you need that varmint rifle.
Or just a tomahawk. I was hunting with that for a little while.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I was getting
savage.
like rabbits with a tomahawk.
Dude, that is the Hawaiian in you, man.
I wanted him to like go to skin the rabbit, but apologize to the rabbit. Be like, sorry, brother.
Just pray.
Yeah. But yeah, I wanted a different outfit after I saw what you could do, which I didn't really see until we played online. Like, I'm seeing some cool outfits online, and I'm like, oh shit, like I didn't know you could do that. I'm running around with a fucking stovepipe hat and a vest.
I don't give a fuck what I look like online, dude, to be honest with you.
Some dude looked like a pirate. That's what I was like,
Yeah.
I want that. That's what I want. I want a big fucking coat and like a bird on my shoulder or something. I want to
Dude,
look like Jafar. From
That's
Aladdin.
definitely going to require some gold bars.
Yeah. That's a
It's a weird
fucking-
it's a weird currency, man. Like it's
it
weird.
and it just generates.
You get it like on missions and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like as you're going through, it's you don't get like a whole piece. You get like a little. It's like
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm mining for Bitcoin as
It's
I'm
like-
playing for fucking Red Dead.
Yeah, it's like you get your nuggets together and just like patty cake them like a hamburger or a hamburger patty into a gold bar.
2 half pieces.
Yeah, I have the ability to smelt in my hands.
Yeah. Crafting was a little would take me out of the immersive experience once in a while.
I kind of liked it, like especially like doing the bullets, because I could just put it on, hold X, and just like go pour a cup of coffee, or just you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
like there's 200 rounds to split.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I just thought too much about it every time I watch it. Like when you mix up a tonic or something, he just puts it in, and then his hand goes right into the fire. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like,
God, dude, disbelief, man. Like you gotta like suspend your.
yeah, which is fair. But if I'm gonna hit a rock and go flying, then you gotta let him burn his hand. Okay. I started
Some of
throwing
that
dead
shit.
bose into fires.
Yeah, I've tried that. Do they like burn?
Yeah,
You know
they
what?
don't char though; they just get black.
That's boring. I at one point during the game, I just threw like a bunch of fire bombs on the fucking like on top of a house, and it would burn. It burned, but it didn't like
Burn down.
burn.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just on fire.
Yeah, it was just like where it landed, I was like, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, those cocktails aren't nearly as impressive as they look. They do very little damage. It's like, did you just run through that? Like,
I just use the guns, man. That's what the game's all about.
it is.
You know?
Did you use what was your rifle that you used? Were you a repeater? Did you bolt action with a scope? Were you using that
no,
rolling
because I'm
block?
not accurate enough with a scope because it doesn't lock onto targets.
Oh, you were like 100% dead eye every engagement.
Pretty
Eat tobacco.
Pretty much.
No way, dude. You got to go for those quick headshots.
But dude, I like it when you can like dead eye like 5 people and you just pow 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 pow, just 5 headshots. Like that's dope. I like the repeater because I think it was the quickest and it was also like very predictable. But it was weird. The mechanic for that is fucking strange, dude.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't consistent.
Yeah, I agree.
You're like, oh, I didn't know. I thought I still had one more like pump because you have to pull the trigger, fires, and then pull again, and it cranks it.
That's so strange.
And it's not consistent because sometimes I would push it and I feel like it would do both, and I'd put off 2 shots, and that's not what I meant to do.
Just have him do it automatically.
Yeah.
And like, I just want to be able to hold it down and just fire as fast as he can possibly fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like have it a time where like
auto fire.
Like, but don't make me have to pump it every time.
How often would you fire from the hip?
Not often.
Never.
Never.
I forgot that I could do it.
Yeah, unless they were close to me. At the very
that's a
end
good
of the
idea.
game, I just started tackling people and executing them.
Nice. Yeah, that's
and
fun.
if you do it with a shotgun, head goes bye-bye.
Yeah, dude.
Bye-bye. It just turns into fucking dust.
I found that out later in the game. I can't remember. I think it was a mission where like you get on a train and you're like going through just, fucking killing everybody. And somehow got a shotgun and I just pumped it, aimed at this dude, and it did the kill cam and his head just fucking blew. And I was like, oh my God. Like I didn't realize the game was that graphic. Like,
yeah,
I didn't
those
think
things sneak up on you.
Yeah,
too.
dude.
You're like, oh, I'm just going to stealth kill this guy. No, you're going to stab him twice in the neck. And now he's dead. Yeah. It's like, oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
So brutal.
Christ. Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare.
Ooh.
You don't remember that?
That sounds fun. But no, I have zero memories of that. Oh, wow. That must have happened when like, what's it? Fucking on the AMC. The Walking Dead. I was going to say Day of the Dead, but
I think like this was before, like the game came out in 2010.
Wasn't that Walking Dead like 2008?
I don't know. Probably.
Zombies were huge for a while. Zombie was the original battle royale.
It's true, dude. I watched this dope Korean zombie. I've watched a couple dope Korean zombie things lately. One was a series that takes place in like...
Dude, there's a fighter called the Korean Zombie, and I'm like, what are you watching right now? But okay,
No, fuck that.
I needed context.
No, on Netflix, there's like some Korean films
Right.
that are zombie. I don't know if their thing is zombies, what the fuck's going on there. The first one...
I feel like most entertainment in general is a year or two behind the U.S. internationally. Like the same way comedy is. Like it's very slapsticky in other places right now.
Yeah.
And I think they're just behind. So like you're seeing our 2010 in Korea.
Yeah, but these are cool. I like Korean actors. They're fucking hilarious. But anyway, there's a show called Kingdom, I think is what it was called.
I saw that.
It was on Netflix. It's fun. It's cool. And then there's a movie called Train to Busan.
Yeah.
That
was dope.
That movie
was dark.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was
I liked
heavy.
it.
It was cool, though.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I like movies that take twists and turns and you don't really know. Like movies now, you don't really know what's going to happen. And thrillers, like they're more likely to just kill people you don't expect.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Especially
way more
since
common.
Game of Thrones came out.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Especially since Game of Thrones.
You like this guy? Good.
Oh, you can do that and people don't care? Like they're going to watch because they're mad? Oh, okay. Like,
now they're like, oh, what the fuck are you going to do now?
Yeah. Hey, guess what? They're still going to talk about it. They're going to talk about how much they didn't like the ending.
Yeah, we're 51 days out right now as of recording this from Game of Thrones, I believe. Very excited. Game of Thrones also came out like right at the end of I feel like a dragon theme kind of was the thing when that happened. Like it was dragons and then zombies. Cause Game of Thrones weird. It's like they couldn't Martin couldn't commit to zombies or dragons. It was like, I like them both.
I'm gonna develop.
Yeah. It's like, I like iced tea and Mountain Dew. I'm gonna put it in the same cup.
I'm gonna call it an RR.
What? I'm shocked. I don't know what question I was going to ask. I'm shocked by how much fun I'm having with Red Dead Online, despite it being a beta. Like the gun rush is fun, the free roam is fun, 70% fun, 20% annoying, 10%. This is beta. Like you have to remind yourself 10% of the time.
And much more fun when you have friends playing too.
Yeah,
like if
you can coordinate with someone. I tried to steal deliver a stagecoach by myself. And as soon as I got out of the city, somebody just threw a Molotov cocktail at the stagecoach and my mission was over because now I can't deliver it because it's on fire. And I was like, he didn't even rob me. He was like, oh, this guy's going on a mission. And then rode away.
That's so annoying, dude.
What a dick.
It's so annoying.
Let me do my shit. I'm at work right now.
Yeah. And yeah, the thing last night with I don't even know what you call them. Do we call them griefers? The fuck do you call those people?
I don't know. The one that was just knocking us down.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there he is.
All right, man. Like 15. I get it. It's 15 times now. Just.
Are you bored? How bored are you right now? Are you just waiting for your girlfriend to get ready and you're just like, I'm going to off this level 10?
And quite literally, those were like 120. Like they were level like 126.
Yeah. That's something I didn't consider. Like it makes sense, but I didn't realize there was going to be a level up system online.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, but
of course.
I'm a gunslinger, but it makes sense. But
it's just annoying because those people all have better weapons and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like they have them. They do.
And the balance, like, where were we getting shotguns? Shotguns were just like owning the whole gun rush thing. Like repeating shotguns was like a sniper rifle at this point.
Yeah, yeah, one shot kill essentially if it's a decent shot. Yeah, they got, like we were saying, they got some kinks to work out, but it's still in beta.
Yeah. You gonna play another Red Dead? I feel like after this Red Dead, I'm kind of Red Deaded out.
What do you mean?
Because I feel like now between Arthur and John, I got a whole story in that world.
They need to remake Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah. With the same mechanics.
And then maybe they can do like an offshoot of that again.
Red Dead Remastered is what you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's a great Rockstar. Hello.
All
at the Gameboiz.
You could do Red Dead Revolver and then the original Red Dead Redemption in the same pack. You could sell it for like $80.
Yeah. Well, you can only sell it for $80 if you put it in a tin that has like makeshift bullet holes on it.
Nope, that's 120. That's way more.
And then when you open it up, there's a bandana that you can wear.
Oh, dude, duh. And it's a Rockstar one. It has a Rockstar logo on it.
Yes, and a keychain that's a split point 45.
Dude, I'll pay whatever they want for that.
That's a dope bundle.
Yeah.
And maybe a real like fucking papyrus map.
Mm-hmm.
That's a $200 gift set right there.
Oh yeah, at least I would pay it too.
Yeah,
that'd be dope. But yeah, I feel like the old game, because I didn't play Red Dead Revolver.
I remember when it came out. That was
too.
Huge when it came out.
But I don't think a lot of people remember it. I don't think a lot of people played it.
I remember people. I didn't play it, but mostly because I didn't have like the hardware. I knew when it came out. So.
Yeah. Huh.
But I remember it was in like the official PlayStation magazine. It was everywhere. Plus, that's just a cool name, Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I don't know. Was Western done? Because there was Call of Juarez, which was one of the first Western games too. But I think Red Dead Revolver was one of the first of that.
I have no idea.
Period.
So we witnessed, or we're witnessing right now, video games, spaghetti westerns. Well, maybe not spaghetti westerns because they're not silly, but just the western. Because I'm waiting on ninjas now. Like still
ninjas in the western setting.
If that's what it takes, if it has to be some fucking Shanghai Noon bullshit where the Chinaman comes to the U.S. and gets stuck, fucking fine at this point.
That's so funny. I love that movie.
Me too. Shanghai Nights, that spotted dick scene, I died. I was probably like 8. But
some spotted dick.
Some what? Because Owen Wilson just whispers all his line. What do you mean?
What did you
What did you just say? Did you hear it? Sported dick, sir. It's crazy. Owen Wilson. I liked him from Wedding Crashers. That'd be a fun game. Wedding Crashers Hitman style. Like you're in the middle of like a wedding and you have to kill someone. I've been thinking about like how to insert games into different movies now, just because I get
because of the other episode. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's yeah. Yep.
What game or who would you put into like the Red Dead kind of engine and play that kind of story, that immersive, that open world?
What do you mean?
Like I would want like a superhero. I want to live his like kind of Red Dead boots on the ground, like his last week of his life or something. Like a Death of Superman almost, where there's like impending doom. You never play as a hero that really dies. Cause that's what I was going to bring up when we brought up Game of Thrones, was that like, there's not a whole lot of games that are outright like, hey, your main character is going to die and you still play it.
And they make that, well, but you know that with Red Dead.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, like, can you think of another game where you're like, you go in knowing that this is a closed story. Like, you're not gonna spawn a trilogy off of Arthur Morgan. You have one. Do you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was original.
I do know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it more. Probably not. I don't know. You said there was a Call of Duty game where the guy died at the end.
No, yeah, but you didn't know. That was the thing. Like, you went in as a soldier and you didn't realize that by the end, you're like, oh, this was for nothing? Or I was doing nothing? Like,
Yeah, you're right. That is special.
Yeah. And, part of why it stood out for me though is because I think I mentioned this before in Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Like, you are led to believe you're playing as Snake, but by the end you realize that's not even Snake. And you're like, I just put 40 hours into playing Snake's story, and that's not Snake. You can go fuck yourself. Like, the wool was just taking over, and wasn't happy about that. So it's like, if they told me outright that you're not playing as Snake, I don't think I would have played the game. But Red Dead is like, hey, you're not playing as John, and you're gonna die. And I was like, I'm still in. Like,
oh man, I don't want to say anything. That game that you loaned me, A Way Out.
Oh yeah.
It takes a twist at the end where you're like, oh shit. And it gets crazy. It's like, oh my God.
All right. I guess I have to play it.
It's good, man. It's surprisingly good.
It's not even mine. Alex brought it over and we were going to play it. That was the time he was like, let's play PlayStation. We can do Dungeons and Dragons. Mm-hmm. And when we realized, oh, you can only do one.
You can only do one.
Yeah. And we never got to playing A Way Out.
If you're doing D&D, that's all you do. Yeah.
D&D in, the Red Dead engine would be, fantastic. Like if you could just have a world builder and you throw skins on it, and I mean, I guess those are mods. That has to exist, right?
I mean, they have like an online an MMO, a D&D one.
But I want like the same mechanics. I really like how this game controls how the world feels. Like I told you earlier, like
I see.
When you're riding in the expanse, it feels like a big expanse. And then as soon as you hit town, the way the camera changes and it puts the perspective almost behind you, it puts you into the world where you walk into the saloon and you're like, oh no, I'm in a building. You know, I don't feel like I'm in a level. I'm like, oh, there's upstairs, downstairs. There's like 6 different rooms. I got to go loot all of them. And
dude, I think like a really well done RPG that way, like a world, like a fantasy.
Yeah,
World of
Warcraft would be dope.
Yeah.
If
it was like super realistic and shit, yeah, that would be crazy.
Ground level raids and stuff.
Yeah.
From like Red Dead perspective, and then maybe even going in first person. That'd be dope.
That'd be
Casting
crazy.
magic first person.
Yeah.
With your VR headset, your Oculus Rift.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of what the Elder Scrolls does with their online stuff. That's pretty much what they do. I mean, it's not as beautiful and as smooth and as clean, but dude, it'd be so hard to do that
on that scale.
Yeah, and then to have like detailed mechanics too. I don't know. Like Red Dead is pretty basic, but when it comes to like fantasy RPGs, there's a lot of like magic just makes shit weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, like, anytime you start having magic spells and shit, it's like, all right, you kind of got to alter how, like, your character is able to move. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not this. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. It's just different variables with, like, cause they're not all predictable. It's not like you're throwing a rock, you're casting.
Yeah.
Timings are different.
Right. And how, like, aiming would be hard. Like, if I'm trying, I'm trying to, like, just target, like, there would need to be a targeting system as opposed to, like, fuck, how do I put this? Like, in World of Warcraft, when you target, like, you click on someone, you target them, it shows up, like, their health shows up on the screen and you have them targeted regardless of, like, where you're looking.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, in a game like Red Dead, you, like, look at them and you have to be on them with your reticle for you to target them. So, like, if you're in a situation and you're, like, in a game like Red Dead, the aim is always to go to the enemy. So it's like, how do I...
True.
I don't know.
Have to, I guess, if they could
figure it out.
Yeah,
but...
if they could make it so that your character, is the default perspective. Like, if you were a healer, so your camera starts far out as soon as you load the game up, and you have almost different play mechanics, then that could work. That's a PC only thing, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, too much. And the console, I'm surprised by how this game takes advantage of the whole. I feel like it really does take advantage of the PlayStation as a unit. Like, there's no leftover memory or anything.
It works hard.
When I run the game when you first put it in, it's got to load everything. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't just hover off of my fucking, like, the fans are so loud.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
are you trying to blow my house down right now?
Mm-hmm.
But I like when I know that the game's working hard, because then you look at it and you're like, oh, yeah, that's why when I step there, it gets, it sinks in, or my horse shits every time I get off.
I know, and then it's so funny because, like, there are people where, like, you know how sometimes you might turn a corner and it's not loaded entirely, and it's like just that flat surface that's nothing.
Yeah,
it's just
that happened to me with the hair one time. Like, I had just gotten a haircut or something, and in the cut scene, it was trying to render the hair, so it was just blank for a second.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I get it, dude. That happened one time in 9 hours.
But that there are people that are like, what the fuck, dude? Learn to fucking program a game, Rockstar, you fucking assholes.
That's true. Fucking, those are the assholes.
Yeah.
We totally got off topic because I didn't get to ask you the question because I didn't have an answer. But what was your standout mission for Red Dead?
Oh, dude, I like the ones, like the one with the professor that had the boat the first time you saw him in Saint Denis. And then later on, he's at his little fucking laboratory up north. And he has that tower, and he has the robot that he makes.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. The circus animal guy was dope because I didn't tell you, at the end of that one, you shoot a lion, like a real lion.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and you take its paw, and you make a trinket. It's like a tutorial for making those trinkets.
Oh.
Like...
that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, I like, when you said, like, I was like, dude, you fucking totally missed, like, pretty much a free trinket. And then there was one, the one that was probably my favorite was the veteran.
Which one was that?
There was a guy, I want to say I saw, like, came up to him on the side of the road. His horse had ran off, and he had a bum leg or some shit like that. And so I chased his horse down, brought it back, and he was like a war veteran. And then he invites you to his cabin, and he, like, takes you hunting, talks to you. Did you come across that guy?
Yeah. That was pretty early on, though.
Oh, really?
I think
because
so.
Mine was later on.
So
it was
like the first half of the game. I think I ran into him.
And, like, for that point in the game, this was after, like, the tuberculosis, and, like, it was getting toward the end of the game, so it was more like...
You felt...
Yeah, it was, like, meaningful.
Connected.
Yeah, it was weird, man. And I like... It was so perfectly timed for that. So I really enjoyed those missions, mostly for that reason.
Yeah.
And I like that character.
I liked how, despite everything feeling so bleak the whole game, that right at the end, everything felt like it had meaning because you were trying to help John. Like, and then even right as you come out of, get into the epilogue, there's this feeling of like, you're very grateful for everything that you have at that point. And yeah, I'll go shovel shit. Yeah, absolutely. Cause that dude just died for me. And it's like, it really is an emotional game.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta make this work.
Yeah. and because you grinded that out and you died for him, it's I don't know. I
Who's
connected with it.
Who's the main character in that? I mean, now you say that, it has me thinking, like, who is the main character in this game? I mean, you think about it, it's John. I mean, that's who the game is really about.
That's true. Because you meet. Where do we run into John? On the hill.
At the very beginning.
Like in the snow, right?
Yeah, you go find
right.
him. That's your first
That's right.
mission.
And then that kind of sets everything off because Dutch is like, well, we got to get here because fucking Blackwater.
And what's weird is, like, Arthur, like, doesn't like John at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Always calling him stupid and shit.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
talking shit to Abigail behind his back. It's like, dude, are you trying to fuck her or what's going on? So,
Yeah, that was weird. It's like, I'm going to take Jack fishing. Like,
yeah.
Why?
Come on, Jack. Let's go fishing. I love that mission. Was fun because that's when the Pinkertons show up for the first time. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. And it was cool that in the epilogue when John finally takes Jack, his son, for you fucking spoiler people, that Jack actually goes, yeah, I remember Uncle Arthur taking me fishing. You're like, oh, I remember that too. Like, I was there and I went, this mechanic for fishing is stupid. No, I didn't have hate for it until the legendary fish.
Yeah,
thing.
it got tiring.
Yeah.
I was like, my hand got tired from going in circles.
I just palmed it and I was like wax on, wax off bullshit. Cause I'm Asian.
Yeah.
Fun. Well, if you had to give, cause I mean, we can close this out soon, but if you had to give a number, 1 to 10 Gameboiz rating from William Henderson for Red Dead Redemption 2, what would you give it? Or we could go categories when gameplay.
I'm gonna go 9.5
overall. 9.5 of a game.
I mean, it depends on like how specific you want to get. I would go as close to 10 as you can get realistically without being perfect. Cause it's not, all in all, it's not perfect. Like, I don't think any game ever will be. I don't think they can be. I think when you have to program a world like that, I don't think it can be perfect.
Yeah, when you're given like limitations and stuff.
It's too much. I don't know. I guess like as it stands, like I said, it's as close to perfect as it can get. But dude, it's like, what are we going for here with video games? Are we trying to make them as real? Do we always want to know that it's a video game? Or do we want to get to the point where it's like, I can't tell if that's a real person or not? Because if we are, then we're pretty far away from that still, because it's pretty obvious, especially with like the landscape. The ground is very flat.
Yeah.
Even though it, like a few inches in texture, would it like, especially like on roads, if there was like there's paths, but it should be like rutted.
Right.
You know,
It's
just
not
small things like that. I don't know, dude.
things and extra.
Yeah. But that would take so much extra space. It's like, oh, hey bro, do you want 2 discs or you want 6? So,
Dude, Half-Life was like 6 discs.
every computer game was like 6
That's
discs.
true. Half-Life 2 though, I remember buying it going, aren't we past this yet? Like,
Bro, remember computer, like passcodes
yes.
you had to put in? When I got Call of Duty, I was putting the game on my computer and I was typing the thing. I kept getting a run. I was like, what the fuck? I was getting so mad. Turns out I was hitting O instead of 0.
Oh, that's a common mistake. And you have to get that mad to realize it. Oh, that's a 0.
I think my mom had to help me.
Was this last week or?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
I would, so 9.5 from William Henderson. I'd give it a 9. And, it sounds like your 0.5 is in the details, in the textures, in the visual. It's
a little bit in the gameplay. There's some parts where it's just like, I fucking stop. Like, just do what I want you to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like trying to stop your horse precisely. You're like, all right, now I have to run in circles twice. Like,
or just like sometimes like like when you try to loot certain things, it's like if you're not standing in a particular spot, it's hard to get, or you're not looking at it. It's like, dude, just fucking.
There is points. Yeah. I had to go into first person to like loot things off the table and stuff. It got a little.
Oh, really?
clunky.
See, I never had that. I would just have to like move a lot.
Yeah. Well, I would always run into you're too full. So I'm like, all right, fuck, where's the other one? And then it's just quicker if I go first person, grab that.
What I did like is that like if you were searching like drawers, you could just hold square and it would just go
cycle through.
So that was nice.
Yeah. The cinematic camera, that auto ride, basically, it's a little slower, but it's a game changer in terms of gameplay because you can like, all right, I'll check out for a minute because
Which that's fucking we found out is key like online.
yeah, everything's so far online.
Yeah, dude, it's like okay, go way the fuck over there now. And then not only is it far, you're worried about other players.
Yeah, and you're like, all right, I gotta go through like the mountain almost.
Yeah, dude. Like you're like, okay, there's the route we take. Well, if we go way the fuck up here, we can just go around everybody. Like,
yeah. Like it's the fucking Himalayas and we're trying to assault another country or something.
Yeah, because like other players are just it's so stressful. It's like you find him and you're like, you aim at it like, do I shoot him? Do I shoot him?
You almost don't even look at him. Don't look at him. Just look down, keep walking, don't make eye contact.
Yeah, because like it's like I either shoot him before he shoots me. That's how it feels every single time, and they need to do something about that.
I agree.
I feel like I don't know. Are we gonna do another episode of like on the online?
We can because we still have to re-talk about internet gaming. We can do it then.
I feel like we need to get to like level 30 before we could do it.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I wanted to play it more. That's why I've been trying to play online more.
Yeah. It's just I don't like playing solo.
Yeah.
It's not as fun.
And you're too vulnerable almost.
Yeah.
Because most people will find a solo person like, oh, no one around you?
Perfect. When you see that little star that's the posse leader, you're like, all right, like I don't want to.
I'll go the other way.
Yeah. There's more with him, you know? So like maybe you just start a posse and don't invite anybody.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
Tips and tricks.
It's way more fun with
Gameboiz.
friends. It's way more fun with friends. Just there's your tip and trick. Have a friend to play with.
Play with your friends. Luckily, it's a super popular game, so it shouldn't be difficult.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have poor friends that don't have Xboxes.
My main game rating again 9, and it's not for visuals. It's not for textures. It's because, like I said, the emotional journey that you take through this game. Like they spent so much time and everything else. I feel like the writing was a little subpar in terms of the arcs that it takes thematically throughout the whole thing.
There was never like really like one like hype moment. You know, like even the end fight was like, okay, like I'm going to beat him. I don't know. It wasn't like it was a little bit anticlimactic. And I think that's kind of what you're getting at.
A little bit. Yeah. And the fact, like don't call it an epilogue if it's going to be that long. Like just
have parts to it.
It's part
epilogue,
of the game.
Part 1.
Yeah. Or just don't make me play through it and be like, good luck. Guess where it ends.
Chapter 8. You know, it's, yeah. I mean, I do get why they called it an epilogue, but it was, well, how many hours do you think of like legit game?
Probably another 4 or 5 at least.
You think? Oh, see, I thought it was more than that.
No. Well, I didn't do any side stuff and I skipped a lot of the cutscenes because I was like, where does this end? And so I think because that's where the writing I said like failed. It was hard for them to make a good conclusion to it, so they tagged on an epilogue, and so it loses a point from 10. But just on a quality of story.
What
writing.
if you just ended it with Arthur's death? I would 10?
No. If it ended with Arthur's death, then for sure would have got a lower, probably an 8, if not a 7.5. Because you do have that experience that I'm looking for, but it's tagged on the end almost as an afterthought.
Yeah, here's the thing. With Rockstar games, they're always like, all right, we have to find a way that they can do like free roam. So that to me was like their way of letting you do that while still killing the main character.
True. They could have just
achieved that.
They could have let Arthur die. John gets away. Great. Now you have your free roam. You know, he hides out for a little bit, so you have a little shack for him, and then connect the dots on your own, or be like, this all happens before that game. But again, they very much so like Rogue One'd it. I get it, but
it could have been a DLC.
That would have been dope.
Yeah,
but that probably would have gotten some backlash, and then it would have been oh, you guys know this was missing, so now you're making us buy it. Why don't you just give us a full game?
Well, let me make it free.
They're not going to do it. Let's be real. That's not happening.
Oh, I almost forgot to bring it up again. This is the second episode we've done about Red Dead, and I didn't bring it up. But the app, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking Red Dead Companion app. That's what it's called. Dude, I love this shit.
It's very useful.
It's so great, especially like on my iPad. I don't have a big iPad, but it's a nice size screen, and like having the map on it, like you can bring up. It's like having
Like a heads-up
I
display.
was
on
gonna
your-
say mini map, but it's not a mini map because it's bigger than the mini map. So
Yeah.
it's
It
like
was really helpful when we were playing online, and then you were basically our navigator. You're like, yeah, there's no one following us. We're good. And,
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
you have a wider view, and I can just kind of direct us. It was cool.
right. When I do like waypoints, I'll zoom out so that I can see, like, I'll see me in one corner and then where I'm going in the other corner,
Mhm.
and I can just watch my whole route. And it's especially nice with the cinematic because you can go cinematic and you can still see where you are.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem. Like the mini map goes away in cinematic mode on the game, so you have no idea how close you are, or like, should I slow up,
Or why is it slowing down? Or
Yeah.
am I not holding X hard enough or something?
Exactly. So it's nice that way. And like just not having to go into the map, dude.
Yeah.
You can set your waypoints. Everything shows up. You can move it around.
Yeah. Looking
It's-
at your map while there's people around you is a big dice roll.
Yeah. And I mean, even during like the single player, like you're saving, dude, it's so annoying to get to the map.
It really is.
It's so annoying.
But if you don't have that, it's necessary.
Yeah.
So it is a game changer. I did play with the app for a little bit when I was online because I realized that, like, oh, I don't have time to go in and look at my map. They're chasing me right now. I have to pick this up on the fly. So that's why I did it. Very helpful. If I had to rate the online play right now, I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. There's some
Yeah.
bugs. It is beta. Good job. I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's fun as hell.
Yeah.
I want more trains though. There's not enough
Yeah.
trains to rob.
Is that a mission? You think we should have to find a mission where there's a train?
It should just be a thing.
Yeah, I agree. Every hour or so there's a train. Well, then everyone
no,
would
more
rob the
often.
train.
It should fucking be every 12 minutes, dude.
Oh, so you want Riverside level of train activity?
Yes, yes.
You're like, another fucking train?
Yeah,
Ah!
dude, I don't even notice them anymore. This app also is cool. Like you can view the game manual. You can buy the strategy guide. There's your microtransaction. You can view like all your progress throughout the game. But what happens when you do that is it takes you to like a website. It's not like within the app, so that's kind of annoying. I wish it was more just in the fucking app. You
Yeah.
don't have to leave it and bring up websites and shit. Same thing with like a catalog. You can buy shit online, like on my iPad or on your computer, and then it'll show up at your camp.
Yeah. I bought a lot of bullets like right out the gate and they keep getting delivered.
Nice.
So like I said, I don't stock up on necessary things, but I got you on bullets if you need it. Like I got plenty of bullets.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, great app. I'm surprised that it works as well as it does.
Pretty seamless.
Yeah.
No lag. It's live updates, streams. As long as your internet's good.
I feel like they tried to do something like this kind of with Grand Theft Auto, but it didn't work.
You think
It
because the
wasn't the
technology
same.
wasn't there yet?
I don't know.
Because, like, I mean, you're running it on Wi-Fi and LTE at this point, and so data transfer is a lot higher, and there's a lot of data to be transferred if you're trying to connect a game like Red Dead to it. I would imagine. I don't know. I don't know how to fucking work computers.
I'm surprised they don't do like Grand Theft Auto online had like a quick waypoint thing where it's like you can go to like the closest like ammunition for like guns and shit, like the closest whatever. Like I'm surprised they don't have something like that with Red Dead. I mean, it's a much slower game though.
It is. And you do have to run away from people sometimes and hope that they just stop chasing you.
But with that update,
Oh, yeah.
things will change.
We might have to do
So-
another episode with the update. But hopefully by then we're level 30. We can do this on internet gaming and kind of
Oh
double
my
up.
god! If we're gonna be level 30 by the 26th, we need to fucking hunker down. I'm
Do
gonna have
some
to
microtransactions that
have
I'm
to-
going to do.
call off sick and get some gaming in. All right, is that it?
I think so. That
All
was
right.
fun.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on the Buddy System podcast network. Follow us on Instagram at the Buddy System Co. At the George F. and myself at Slim Henderson. And tell your friends that like video games. Actually, just tell everybody.
We do. We tell everyone, so do it for us as well.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Gameboiz.
Hadouken! He's on fire!
It's me! Listen!